If you're looking for the Evergreen Webinar Plugin Review, I got it coming up for you right now. Hey my friend, it is Danny Forts here with rejection-free formula, no calling, no chasing, no convincing, and with PowerSearchProfits.com. Today I'm doing a review on the Evergreen Webinar Plugin by Matthew McDonald, and this is a WordPress plugin that you can use to run evergreen, automated, make money while you sleep webinars, right? So let me show you first, before we even jump right in, let me just show you what other platforms charge to use their stuff. Like GoToWebinar charges $49 a month at a minimum. You have Webinar Jam, they charge $57 a month, and you know they got their pricing for the year. Then Zoom charges you get the free package, but then they have a $14.99 a month package, also with a $19 a month package, depending on like how much seating. And then this is Webinar Jam. They have a one-off special, or you can pay in 3 installments. Now, granted, all those platforms that I just mentioned allow you to do the actual webinars. Okay, so this is a little bit different, because what you can do with the Evergreen Webinar plugin is you can shoot a video, have it edited, or you can do, let's say, a live video on YouTube and have some live interaction or what have you. You're able to load it into the Evergreen Webinar plugin, and then you're able to have it play on your website. So it's really, really, really cool. It's very simple and easy to use. I'm shocked at how great this plugin actually looks. The feel, the customizations you're able to do with it. So it's just an all-around great plugin. It's not to say that there isn't a couple things that couldn't be tweaked, but I'm going to go into that right now. So you can see right on this screen here, this is the back end of the Evergreen Webinar plugin. You can see here that this is one that I've already created. It says recent webinars, but this is what you do. It's home, webinars, contacts, comments, and then this is your settings here. So let's just jump into the Evergreen Webinar plugin. And this was a product I put in here just for this video, but I'm also just going to flesh this out and have this as a running, recurring auto webinar. So let's jump right in. Let me click here. This is how you create your basically your sign up page, and you have the choice for 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. You just add and change all the information. This was one of the things here. I put a break in here, and it didn't show here. So Matthew, if you are watching this particular review, if that could be corrected, that would be awesome. There's only one other correction I think I have on here, but you just click the stuff that you want. So if you want to collect their first name, last name, email, you could do so. And then what I love about this is that you're able to connect your email autoresponder, or at least the HTML code. And so what you do is you just paste the form in here, although I did not create it to to make this particular video, but just so you know, you do have the option to do that. So it's great for you to build your list at the same time. Here's all the different colors that you can use here, a wide range of colors that you can use. And then you could go with the dark form or the light form, whichever one you want. So these make for really nice, cool looking forms that we have here. And then you're able to just, grab the code, select the one that you want, and grab the short code. Let me just show you what that looked like. This is what it looked like when I actually put it and deployed it on a page. You can see right here, this is exactly how I deployed it. So if I refresh this, you're going to see that it should be should be in 2 minutes, should be the next one starting, because I believe it was every 15 minutes. Yeah, so about 2 minutes, someone could enter their email address and go in, and I'll show you how to do that later. So that's step one, is getting the registration form created and done. Next, you go over to the welcome, and what you can do is you can have a video with an image, and then how you run your placement for where you want your content, and then you can change some of this text, etc. I put a pre-webinar survey in, and if you're doing, depending on the webinar that you're doing, you could put like a webinar worksheet or some sort of cheat sheet or something to go along with your webinar. So that's what I did there. And if I go here to preview, I like this feature. You can go here and you can preview it without even going out to the page and checking it out on the page. So that's what I like about this here, and you can see it's going through the countdown as we speak. It says answer the webinar survey and then the webinar worksheet. This is one of the challenges, and again, Matthew, if you are watching this, when I go over to, I believe when I go like this, so if I do the media placement on the left, I like the layout, but what's happening is when I went in here, if I hit save, you're gonna see that the thumbnail, it gets moved over, which is weird, okay? So obviously the thumbnail is supposed to be over here. That would be the only other challenge that I have with this. And so on the other page, the final page, it does the same thing, but I just left it without the thumbnail so I don't have the issue. But it would be nice to actually have that cleaned up. But other than that, it's a great plugin. So let's go over to webinar, and this is the actual webinar, what they'd be seeing. Again, it's just a video here. You can put in MP4 files depending on your hosting and how you could do that. I haven't tried it with a Dropbox link yet, but I'm probably going to do that next. But you have your options for comments, auto approve comments. Again, you can go with the darker theme or the light theme, and then you have these extra options down here, and this is for the comment box where people can actually engage, and I'll show you where all this stuff is here in just 1 second. But it looks pretty good, as you can see. So if I went over to preview, what you're going to see is what the page would look like, and it would look like this. But then you can go over here to comments, and this is where that those options are. So the live comment box, type your question/comment here, post question and aha moment, so people can interact, and then they'll see all your engagements during the actual auto webinar. So cool. So next, let's go over to when it is ended. So and if you want, when you pick up this course, after the launch is over, I'll have this 3 steps to evergreen automated income. This will be real training that I'm working on right now, and this will be a bonus. I'll also give you a couple of templates and some extra slides that I'm working on that I can't give you right now because I can't show it on here, but I'll do a follow-up video afterwards for people who do purchase through my link. So go here to ended. And when your webinar has ended, I used a different button creator, but basically the presentation has ended. Here's what to do next. If someone has a question, I put that link in there. They can go to a questionnaire form and ask me. But again, I have the video, which is hosted on the actual in the media area of WordPress. And so you can see that it says right there, WP content. I didn't put a thumbnail for that previous issue that I showed you just a minute ago, but you can see it says media placement on the left, and I can have it autoplay and hide the controls. And again, let me just show you what this looks like really quick. This is what it looks like, and I like the way this looks, but again, when I had the thumbnail, it overlapped, but it looks really cool. So it transitions from being the whole screen to when someone is done watching the webinar presentation, it would take them to this screen, and then I basically just had a video where I tell them what to do next and take into action. So that's that there. And then this is for your attendees, for the people who have actually signed up. I'm going to have to obviously block this info, but I've actually had people already signed up and go through this, for a few people who are on my list and etc. And then you can also see their actual comments, based on the timestamp and et cetera, and you can obviously delete some comments and do a lot more. So that's that for the actual webinar. You can go to contacts. All this is some of the same info, basically on a different screen, different layout, and then your comments again here, and again they can be trashed, etc. So it depends how you want to navigate around that. And then here's just your quick little settings. You can basically have the webinar URL as your prefix. It's basically a permalink. I use start, but you can use webinar. You can use whatever the heck you want to. It can ban or censor bad words, so you can have that there. You can also add your Google Analytics code to see when people drop off from your webinar. If you have people, going in but they're not watching it, or you want to see how much they've actually watched of your video, you can do that as well. And then it's all your basic license information and whatnot there. And then these are some advanced options where you can reset your database, remove your database, or reset everything to basically have a fresh start and starting from scratch. So all in all, really good, great plugin, especially for the price. I mean, I can't believe that this thing was $10. There is an option to get the limited version for your own websites, and then obviously there's upsells along the way. And if you have any questions about those upsells, please drop it in the comments below. I pretty much just got the front end because I'm pretty much going to use this on one site. I may upgrade just to get the unlimited usage rights for if I want to put this on other sites, but for now I'm just going to use it on here. But it's a fantastic plugin, especially for the price. And like I said, the only issue that I'm having is with the thumbnail, with the overlay. It sort of gets moved over and stuff, as I mentioned and already showed you guys in this video. So that's pretty much it. That is the Evergreen Webinar Plugin by Matthew McDonald. You should pick this up. It's a steal for the price. You can't go wrong with this purchase. As a matter of fact, let me just show you. And as you can see, the offer is converting really well. It only has a 1% refund rate currently, and it's converting at 20%, and there's over 1,000 units already purchased, and it's been out for a week. So this is one of the hottest converting items on Warrior Plus right now, and that's why I would pick it up as well. It's a really good quality product. You will not be disappointed. You will find some way to use this in your business. So take care, have a fantastic day, God bless. Oh, and if you want to pick up the Evergreen Webinar plugin from my link, feel free to go down to the description below, or you can go to powerswitchprofits.com/EWP. Again, that's powerswitchprofits.com EWP for Evergreen Webinar plugin. So take care, have a fantastic day, God bless, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a happy New Year.